What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin today, BTC USD. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. Here we are, my friends, on this, the 14th of August, sitting at about 118.8K, with a low this week of 117.6K. We actually just hit that low today, and this shakeout that we've been calling for has finally happened, right? It's finally happening, actually, and I think that it does persist. I think that we do go lower. Looking at the price here, answering new all-time highs with a bearish engulfing candle, depending on how today closes, would, to me, incite continuation. What do I mean? I mean, the price is going to go lower. 9 hours, 1 minute left in the day, a lot of time left. We can eat that back. If we're looking at the liquidation levels on the past day, I mean, first off, look at this is what the Ethereum liquidations were yesterday, okay? I haven't refreshed it yet. So the shorts were decimated. We were right about to cross this wall, but we didn't. We decimated the longs. Look at it now, right? It was like 5 billion over here. Now it's like 4.2 billion over here. A lot of shorts have gotten piled on. This is nice. This is what we want to see. Longs decimated. And then the thing is, what's great about this right now is when we do cross that barrier of going to new all-time highs again, people are going to be more intimidated to go long. You know what I mean? So there's going to be less longs going higher, and then as we push higher, it'll just allow for the price to grow more. Just trust me whenever I say it. Okay, so looking at this on Bitcoin, though, the past day, same thing. Longs have been decimated. Shorts are on the up and up. I mean, guys, we've got $6 billion in shorts that have piled on in the past 24 hours. Crazy. Crazy, man. It's crazy. 7 days, still a lot more longs than shorts over the past week, and still a lot more longs than shorts over the past 30 days, right? So we very well could continue this trek down and clear out some more of these longs, pile on some more shorts before going higher, but this is a good start, right? Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. We don't have to go lower. That very well could have been the low. In fact, I think if we look at this low to high here, right at the 0.5, Bitcoin loves its 0.5 whenever it comes to finding support. If we look at, should I take this low to high? I don't think this low, maybe this low to high would still be relevant because that's a fake out high. Maybe we go to 116.8K, that's very possible, but I think this fib might be more relevant. High to low here. Wow. Yeah, I mean, the fact that we went even below the golden ratio is a little bit surprising to me, but cool. Yeah, we went down there. 118.7K. If we close here at 118.7K or higher, there's a good I shouldn't say there's a good chance. There's more of a chance that this could be the low and that we do bounce here, even with the bearish engulfing candle aspect. We did move down a lot. 3% to the downside. That's the biggest day that we've had up or down since this day here, since July 10th. Very intimidating, right? Very intense, very intimidating, but not a lot of volume. I shouldn't say not. It's more than average volume, but it's not more than yesterday's volume. We still got 9 hours left. Let's see how it goes. But high to low here. If we were to go lower, and we could, maybe we go all the way down to this 382 after all, and we do see 116K. We've had a date with this for a long time, and it's very possible that we do go down there. Let's get into the short-term stuff, and then we'll come back out, all right? 1 hour time frame here. And again, hopefully this is not, I hope that this does not surprise anybody. We have been expecting this. Shout out to all the people who were saying, whenever this guy says one thing, expect the other thing. That's how I make my money, because you guys definitely got wrecked if that's what you did, man. It's inevitable, right? It's inevitable. I'm going to win some, I'm going to lose some. But this, I wouldn't just put you guys on blast for no reason. Again, we went through the whole cycle, and every time we've broken out to new all-time highs or seen a new relative high, we have had a little shakeout. That's what happens, right? That tends to be what happens, especially in these like double top scenarios. When we really break out, we don't go back. Whenever we really truly break out, but let's actually, before we go into the short-term stuff, let me just show you what I'm talking about, right? Right, like here, for example. Whenever we broke out and we finally saw new all-time highs, what did we do? We came back down, like rather immediately. A little shakeout, a little shaky, and then we went up higher, right? Even to the downside, we broke out, we went lower. What did we do? We pumped immediately right after that, right? Here. Whenever we broke out of this range, when we finally broke out of this range here on this day, what did we do? We had a shakeout, and then we pumped. And we pumped magnificently. There's nothing wrong with that. We, even in the aspects of this, we got a higher high right here in this range, and then we shook out, and then we continued to run. Here, you had a higher high right here. You broke out. You were going higher. Everybody was excited. And boom, we shook out. Then we went higher, and then we shook out even more. Here, we had a higher high relative to this range right here. We got a higher high, and we shook out. We went down, and then we went higher, right? It's very normal. And this shakeout, so far at least, it's very tame. It's very, very tame. It's probably not complete, but it's still, even in its completion, should be more tame than any shakeout we've seen. I don't think that we're going to move down lower. I don't think that we're going to see multiple months of consolidation. I don't think that is the end of the bull market. I'm sure there's some people who do at this point in time, but no, it's not. We're fine. We're absolutely fine. But let's look at the short-term stuff, and then we'll come back out to this, okay? 15-minute time frame on the RSI. You kind of look like you're at an area that you'd want to bounce, You do have lower lows, you do have lower highs, kind of a big range, so maybe you come back up. Volatility is to be expected, but I would expect some kind of higher low with a lower low in the price to give you bullish divergence or something like that, okay? MACD looks like it's crossing the zero, bearish. Stochastics are in the oversold zone, bearish. So bearish on all fronts. I wouldn't be surprised if we kept going lower. Also, by the time most of you watch this, shout out to the trolls on this one, but you will likely see the price up a little bit higher from here. Likely. I mean, when I say a little bit, we're at 118.8. We'd be at like 119.8. Don't get excited. Who cares, right? It's not a big deal. 4-hour time frame. Maybe get excited. I mean, again, I totally accept that this could be the low, and we could be moving up to new all-time highs now. I just think we're getting off easy. I think we're getting off easy with that. And I do think that there are more longs to clear out personally. Let's decimate some hopes and dreams. Right? Anybody who invested in Bitcoin or Ethereum or any crypto over the last 24 hours, 48 hours with this shakeout, they're not really in that much pain. They woke up today and they're like, oh, damn, it's a little bit below where I bought, right? Shake it out a little bit more. Make them scared. Make them panic sell, right? And I'm sure there is some panic selling going on, but let's see. Nope, that was not the low. We want the low. There it is. Low to high. Hitting the 0.5 up to the 382, 119.5K, and then down. I really do like this golden ratio zone, 116.5 to 115.6. That's where I think we'll go. Now, I do want to say something else. Bitcoin has had an extreme flirtation with its 786 lately, and let's go over this and just see if I can find some examples, right? From a high here to a low here, where'd you go? Okay, right there to the golden ratio. Not quite the 786, but close enough, right here. Golden ratio again, actually. So, hey, maybe you do like your golden ratio a lot. For taking a relative high to low here, where did you go? You stopped off right there at your 786, right there. We take that relative high, we put it at this low here. You stopped off right at your 786 there. High to low here, 886, right? Deep retracements, that's what those are. If we take a high to low here, you found some resistance at your 786, but really you found support on it is what it looks like, and you're finding support on it now even. What else is there? There's probably another one right here, right? Got a low here to a high here, and where did you find support? Exactly at your 786, the blue line there. So Bitcoin, again, with an extreme flirtation with its 786, might we reunite with that price level? I think that we might. That's kind of my expectation at this point in time. So, or I shouldn't say it's my expectation. That's something in the realm of expectations, right? My expectation at this point in time would be 116.5 to 115.6, but 114.5K, 114.4K, that would be significant enough. 114K, that clears out all these longs. And imagine the shorts that we would pile on, right? Clear out the longs, pile on the shorts, rip through the roof. Don't give people time to go long, right? I mean, we'd literally clear out this whole wall of longs that we have over the past week. We clear out about $10 billion in longs, guys, across the board. So I don't know. That's my expectation. That we'll probably go a little bit lower, 116.5 at the least, 114.5 at the most, and then from there we're back to new all-time highs, guys. It's going to be a little bit of a volatile moment, a very intense moment, right? Shakeout. That's what it's for. And next week, going into the end of the month, we should be reaching for 140K. Going into September, we should be reaching for 160 to 180K, maybe even higher than that, right? Don't forget, this is not a bearish video. This is just a, making you aware of what's coming video. And what is coming, beyond what's coming over the coming days and even today, is more upside. We are on the precipice of seeing new all-time highs. Absolutely we are. We just do this every time, and it's not a big deal. Weekly RSI looks bullish as hell, even with the red week right now. Stochastics bullish as hell. MACD bullish as all belief, man. They're all bullish. They're all very, very bullish, and we're going to continue to rally. Absolutely, we will. Let's see. Let's look at this from a high to a low here, from the last cycle's bull market top to the bear market low here. Okay, high to low. The next destination, no ands, ifs, or buts, is going to be the golden ratio. We're not stopping here in this random in-between area. No, we're not going to see a consolidation phase like this, right? I'm surprised that we've even consolidated this long, but we're near the end of it. These type of consolidation phases, we might have 1 or 2 left in this cycle. Probably not even 2, maybe 1. And they won't be this long, like maybe like a month and a half to 3 months long, right? Something like what we're seeing here. Honestly, I don't think, I'm thinking about it now, I don't think we have consolidation phases like this, or this left in us this cycle. They're going to be like this, or this, very small, like this one, right? Very small. And we're just going to continue to move up. I very much don't expect that we're going to consolidate to any kind of significant degree again until we're at 173K, 180K. Bitcoin does like to wick right above its golden ratio. Go back in time and validate that yourself. That's exactly what it likes to do. Beyond all of that, let's actually see. Let's see if we can make some more sense of that area. Okay, looking at this from a high to a low here, high of this range to the low here. You went up and you topped off at the 2618 right there, that red line. That's where you topped off. We take a high to a low here on this next consolidation phase. Where did you top off on the next run? The 2618, this red line right here, 2618. If we take a high to a low here, where did we top off? This time, I don't think we topped off at the 2618. We topped off at the 1886. But the 2618 is at 140K, which I think is our next kind of momentary stopping area, right? When I say momentary, I mean for like a couple weeks, you know. But the longer, like the 6-week to 8-week consolidation might be at 175K. Maybe we just blast through 143K, but 143K might be a point of interest. I think we already found significance on this here, so we'll probably blast through and go to the money zone, adding to the likelihood that 160 to 180K is where we're going to go. You take a high to low here. The 2618 on this would be all the way up at 204K. So I really like this 175 to 200K area, but you know, we'll see how it goes. We're just waiting right now, shaking up the markets a little bit, and then we will continue to climb, my friends. We will very much continue to climb. Again, we've got a lot of shorts piled on right now on both Bitcoin over the past 24 hours. We're looking at that. That's like $6 billion in shorts. On Ethereum as well over the past 24 hours. It's about $4 billion in shorts. Okay, we very well could have found our low, or even, you know, we could come back up, see some volatility, shake out the shorts a little bit, and then continue to go lower as well. So some volatility is implied. That's why it's called a shakeout. I've got nothing else for you guys. Thank you all for being here. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, take care of yourselves. All right, bye-bye.